later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Moreland. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Moreland. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Brock. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Let's go now.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Hurts fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Moreland. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out over the 45-yard line. Right way to start the drive. 20 big ones in the first down. Again, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Now they're trying for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now on On 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Moreland. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Moreland. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Kenewagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing to start the drive. Moreland. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Linebacker Eric Kicks. This is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is how his 3rd interception. Keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a quarterback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Teams practice their plays during the week. And that's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
throw on first down with Hurts.
He's going to let it go again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play here. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. Tackle there by Lewis Seed.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Moreland. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Play action. Moreland. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved down in front.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is now 21-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down about the 22-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's go now.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the 1st down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw here.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split set. Touchdown, Vikings! From 8 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On first down, Moreland. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong.
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brock. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against.
It's caught inside the 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Great play there. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He completes it to Boyd. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Moreland. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On fourth down, Moreland nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their offense is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Moreland. He gets this one to Boyd.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Moreland flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Moreland. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Cook again.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Off the play fake. Moreland. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. They do get 18, but even that will be quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards in the they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Moreland. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs,
42 yards.
and the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. That deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
Hurts fumbles it,
and the Packers pick it up. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Moreland. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Moreland eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Moreland. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Daniil Hunter, and there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Play action. Moreland. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced a mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 66 yards.
And the Vikings are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Brock. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In motion the tight end.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.